What's up, guys? Welcome back to Big Yogi's Garage. I'm Yogi. What's up? I'm here back with ABM, podcast number 2, boy. He was on podcast number 10. He was on episode 10, and now he's back, and he's going to be on episode 50-something. I know it's been over a year, and we're back at it.
Podcast, man.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good. Good to be back.
Good to be back. Yeah. Nice to see you. So I want to have you on, you know what I mean, so you can promote some of your new art. I seen you on there I always see you got new art. I seen this little piece right here.
That's Bob.
That's Bob.
Bob down there, Bob Ross.
Yeah, Bob Ross.
He was fun to paint.
Yeah. Tell me about Bob.
He's a cool guy. I watched him growing up and loved how soft and slow the mood was, and he would just create something out of nothing, and I thought that was pretty badass.
Yeah.
And he had a really, really crazy story about his life and how he passed. Yeah. And there's one on Netflix. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, it's
a Bob Ross documentary.
Yeah,
it's really, really good, and the story behind it's
it's crazy.
Pretty interesting. You should check it out.
Yeah, it is crazy as hell. Cause I used to watch him too. When I was younger, I used to watch him a lot. I swear, I never liked paint. I never did painting, but I always liked it, and I always used to watch him. And then my dad too. My dad would watch him. My dad was in prison, and my dad watched Bob Ross in prison.
He was the man.
Yeah,
he was the man.
They took everything from him though.
They did. It's really sad because
his son did a documentary.
And long story short, him and his family have nothing. No money, no copyright, no nothing, because the people that were working with him stole it from under him without his knowledge and even lost in court. So anything you buy, like a Bob Ross, I looked it up, anything you buy of him, like a air freshener, a little bobblehead or anything, that money goes to them and nothing to them. So it sucks because it's cool because it's Bob Ross, but then you know where it's going. So.
Yeah, it's pretty sad, the story, what happened to him and shit. Every single thing has nothing to do with his family. It's the production, because there was a
behind the scenes.
There was a production company that he went into, and they're the ones that got everything out of that. That's
it was a man, crazy. A lady, and a guy.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your new art. Tell me a little bit about how the South End one, that pieces and stuff.
I would say these two are my newest.
Grab it. Yeah. Let's see it.
It's I grew up in the South End, the old South End. So, way to show my appreciation for Toledo and the old South End to represent all the streets that I grew up around. Some of my family members have lived on certain streets, so I thought I would throw them in there. I have over here, we have the high level bridge. We have the skyline downtown. We have the Skyway Bridge. Yeah. We got some little Converse hanging on the power lines, and then I threw in some Libby Cowboys, L's Market, Ashley's Pool, and South Food Mart, because a lot of people from South End would recognize it, so I thought that'd be a little different.
That's pretty sweet. And I was wondering that, when I seen it, I was like, damn, you haven't sold this yet? I thought for sure somebody would have bought that one.
No, man. It's small, but it'd be cool, for a little small house.
Yeah,
South End houses are small.
Yeah, it's a good little piece, you know what I'm saying? And then what else? What was
this?
Your
This is another newer one.
Yeah.
These two, I'll get this one out.
That one's heavy, huh? Would you put lacquer on that or something?
It got epoxy on here to protect it. I wanted to create something because we're coming into more digital world. Stuff's getting funky, so I thought it'd be cool to involve some natural, earthy, was here at the beginning of time, and then now we got all the technology and everything else coming into play. So now I see the world is trying to connect the two to make it work in a better environment.
Yeah, kind of like two different spectrums, meeting.
I want it. Here it's intertwining and becoming as one or fusing.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do the green to represent the grassy, the ground, and then I have some clouds in here, and then a tiny hint of blue to represent the sky, and then industrial is kind of more steel, darker, rustic. So that's what I tried doing with that piece.
That's pretty sweet. That's pretty nice.
We got this little guy in
So with this
front.
little flower thing.
Yeah, man, it's my little plant.
Okay.
I'm really into plants lately. I think because I suffer a lot with my mental health, and I think talking about it and being more one with nature is really sweet.
Yeah.
I've always loved nature, but like it's kind of like self-medicating. Makes you guys start grounding out there. Get your feet in the grass.
Yeah.
But
that's really helpful.
This is another
I do that
piece
sometimes.
that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like I said, I want to create a plant, but also like a modern, futuristic type of plant. So
That looks
I want
sweet.
it to be that's the name is too, art official.
Okay.
So it's a fake plant, but I took the metal and put it in this little plastic base to represent the roots. And then we have these I forget what they're called, but these little plastic black pieces to represent the dirt. And then I have metal twine to represent the roots. And then I made the leaves out of foam paper.
Yeah, you know what those are, bro? Those little things. They're like,
I forgot, use iron.
but they also remind. Okay, so that I know what you're saying, but they almost look like remember when we worked at I don't know, I worked at Norplast and they used to melt plastic pieces like that.
Me too.
Yeah, into bumpers.
Oh, molding.
Like the molding, they would melt, like they would have bags full of like little beads and stuff.
I never seen that. I only seen the the presses
bumpers,
when they come out.
So all that, there's like a bunch of little pieces of plastic like that, and they mold that into like these molding presses and come out, the bumper comes out and stuff.
That's pretty sweet stuff.
Yeah, so that reminds me of that. That's pretty cool. And then that's like the veins, huh? I like the
roots.
The roots. And how do you make that? Like, how does that even?
I bent up some like meshed wire, and then I poured epoxy into it.
Oh, okay.
And then I even because roots start like more thicker at the top, and then they get like thinner and spread out. So I wanted to make sure I had it like thinner at the bottom to represent.
So that's like chicken wire in there.
Yeah. But I don't know where I got that shit from. I probably went to Michael's and like tore something up or something.
You probably like, oh, that looks cool.
And then this guy up here.
Yeah. What's that one?
It's a little mental health piece.
Okay.
So we can get into this before maybe get into talking about it.
Yeah.
This is a piece right here. This is a cloud with a ton of rain pouring on this sad person on the bench.
Damn.
And underneath them is a skeleton. It looks creepy, but it's a meaningful message behind it because life is really, really fast, but you don't want to dwell, and you gotta like really be strong to overcome this cloud and this rain that's just making you so gloomy because life's gonna pass you by and you're already gonna be here. So why force it? Why rush it? So that's what this piece represents. So we got this way up high, you got the gloomy rain coming down, sad, and then him underground. And I wanted the grass and to show the rocks in depth to make it the depth to make it look like it was going deeper. Yeah. So I thought this was a piece to.
That's a nice piece.
Like like that's me, but that's also why I paint it. This isn't like, oh, you're sad. Like I really know all about it. Yeah. So this is like to show that I care and no one's alone.
Yeah. So and that has like that lacquer on it too. That's like a heavy epoxy piece. Like like when you pick this up, this is not.
It's pretty heavy.
This is not like just like some little painting you buy. Like this is like some heavy ass shit.
This Bob's pretty heavy too.
Yeah, like
when I like to give quality.
Yeah, when I picked it up, I was like, holy crap! So and then it means a lot to you. That's like even like how you say it's not like this is not just a painting. Like you know exactly what that feeling means.
Yeah, I'm putting like a piece of me or a piece of everybody onto. To make it art, you know what I mean? Like, like they can feel that way, but like, how can you involve it into making it like a piece of art? Yeah. So that's what I try and do, like have meaning messages or like not every time, but a lot of the time. Yeah. But like also you can have it out. Yeah. So it's cool to look at, but it also like makes you think.
Well, every single piece probably means like even that South End one, that had to like there was a reason like you was like, I got to make something for like my, where I grew up at. And
I was proud of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Growing up,
everything has
growing up, it was a little different. There, like it wasn't as nice, but like right now, I'm seeing such a It's clean. It's a lot cleaner, nicer. There's like businesses popping. Like it's sad. It's I don't know what you call it, bittersweet, because like when I was growing up, it wasn't like really that nice.
Yeah.
So like the childhood, that was like that era. But like as an adult, it's nice because now my kids can see the beauty part of it and not like what I seen.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Like it's all about the progress. Like, because I mean, we cannot do anything about what happened. We can be happy with the moment that's happening.
And that park, the riverfront, what is it? Riverwalk?
Yeah.
The Glass City Metro Park.
Yeah, underneath the
That's
bridge
a big
and stuff.
thing. You know, we South End people, their park was Walbridge Park. So it was small, it was good.
Yeah.
But that was the only one to go to. But now that park over there, that's amazing.
It's
It's huge for like the whole city of Toledo, not just like a certain community, like every side.
Are you talking about the one underneath the high level bridge over there? What park?
I think it connects the one with across from the skyline.
Oh, from the skyline. I don't think I've
The
been.
Glass City, where all the kids play in the mist and the playgrounds and stuff.
Oh, downtown?
Yeah.
Is it downtown?
It's like east side downtown.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Off Front
Okay,
Street.
yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
You haven't seen it yet?
No, I haven't. Like, I know what you're talking about. Like over there by like, is it the old bag of nails over there, and then all that? That's all brand new over there on Front Street, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't. Like I drove by there, but I haven't like actually hang out there yet.
It's sweet. I did my Bob Ross video there.
Yeah. And then there's a bunch of murals, right? There's an artist that did a bunch of mirrors down there and stuff like that.
Murals. I think that was yeah.
Yeah, right.
Dean Davis and Chili, I think.
Yeah. It looks really nice down there.
It is really sweet.
I haven't like walked down there. I need to go look at that stuff.
I haven't even been down there.
Oh, yeah.
I think I was gonna like go by, but I didn't see anywhere to park like at that moment to be quick. So I was like, I'll come back.
Yeah, we gotta check. We gotta go down
sure.
there and check all that out. So how do you? So I want to know, how do you like come up with all this stuff? Like is it all like inside, or do you like just come up with one idea, another idea?
I get bored really fast and I lose interest really fast. So I think in my work to get it out there. That's how I'm thinking people think.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, well, if it's not different every time, they're like, oh, he's doing the same thing. But like, I don't like doing the same thing all the time, and I like trying, pushing, exercising my brain to say I can't figure out like I can be abstract or mixed media. That means like you can anything like this. That's mixed media. Like it's this to create one thing. And oh shit, I lost what I was saying.
Yeah. So basically.
So I do try and make it everything. It's one of a kind and its own. And I think people like that, and I like that, because you could be like, oh, Mingo did that. I seen it at your house. I seen that same one at his house. Like, I think it's cool to me. Like, whoever has that piece, they only have that piece.
And you don't get stuck on just one thing every single time. Like,
I like it. I think it's fun, and I was nervous to like when I first started out, but now I'm becoming like a savage with it.
Yeah.
Like, not being cocky. It's like I'm trying to work for it. Like I'm like I said, I'm pushing my brain. I'm creating a lot of things. This is self-medicating for my mental health. Representing Toledo, like I said, the park, going there.
And how do you promote this stuff? Like how do you get it out there? How do you sell?
Myself, it's really, really hard. Everything I do behind the scenes is me. Like, it's not all, like, if it looks good, like, it's fun. I love it. And I wouldn't want to do anything else.
Do you have people that help you? Like, anybody, your wife, your friends?
I would say my wife is my rock, and I wouldn't be able to do this without her. And she is a badass. She's going to school, and she has a part-time job. No, a full-time job. You know what I mean? And I stay home and do the art thing, and I hold down the house with the kids and the pets and so forth. But she is great, and she bring me out of my
Like your
my
shell.
mental health, my my sad, deep, dark, and I don't think without her, I wouldn't really be here, and my kids. So, and then my art. Like, I love my art. Like, people, like, I do this. This is why I want to do it as a career.
And that's why you go so fucking hard.
I try to, man, and I appreciate you saying that, because that's what, not the it is the reaction that somebody wants, but it's just like, even like compliments. Like, if someone will look at a piece and be like, and they give a comment, no matter what the comment is, it's what they're seeing. So when you hear it, even if you don't get it, you're like, that's still cool that they see something in your art that you created, and they're like giving
I thought you were
feedback.
gonna bring like one of your heads. I was like,
I think I really don't have no more heads.
Oh, did you sell that? That Freddy, like that last one?
I think I made like 22 of them, and I have like 2 left.
Oh.
I just sold the.
So those are good
Edward
sellers.
Scissorhands. Yeah,
that's the one I like.
Yeah, man.
I thought you. I was like,
I got a lot of good feedback.
Dude, I was like,
on him.
for sure he's gonna bring Edward Scissorhands.
I was like, are people gonna look at this like, what the fuck is he?
Who cares?
What the fuck is he doing? But I was like, shit, that's me, and I love it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck it.
Edward Scissorhands was a dope ass like character, bro. Like in that movie and shit.
I've done about like 22, and it's cool because I have an uncle, a brother, and a friend that live all within 3 streets, and they each have a head at their house.
Oh yeah.
And Mike Griffin's barbershop, he has 3 heads of mine.
Real?
Fester, Edward, and Beetlejuice in his
What's your
barbershop.
next? So do you know your next head or what?
I don't want to say it,
But you know which one.
but I know what I'm doing, and I hope I do it justice.
Yeah.
And I hope you guys stay tuned for that.
Yeah. Is it gonna be a good one? Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
That's awesome.
It's gonna
I like your head. Like I like when you make those. Those are sweet.
I try, man. Like I said, I get bored. So
I thought for sure. I was like, he just made one. I was like, he just made one. I'm pretty sure he's gonna bring one. I thought
about it, and then the other one was on. Was it Beacon? I did that, so I didn't want to. And then Channel 11, I had Fester.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, maybe he'd be like, you keep bringing the same head.
Nah, it's good. Like we're gonna do it. We're gonna. No, you didn't bring one to my podcast last time. Last time we just had like stuff like this. You know
I think I wanted it. I think I must have. It must have been around.
No, we're gonna do it next time. We'll do a podcast. You got to bring like your newest,
for sure.
like your newest one.
If I have them, yeah.
Yeah. No, we're gonna have to, because I really think like that's like one of your things. Like you should always have one of those. I mean, you already do.
Oh, for sure.
You always gotta have
really
like
love that. I just always.
It's
I
like
don't want to half-ass it. So if I'm like, well, how the fuck can I get that shape? I mean, I could do it with clay, but some things are just not gonna happen without like some something. And then like if I can't recreate the hair or the.
How do you even do that? Like, where do you get like what is it?
My
like,
mind. And
what is it like formed of? Like
overanalyzing.
What is it? Like,
it's a styrofoam.
What does it start with?
It's a styrofoam like
head,
hunk.
like a mannequin.
So there are some that have the heads, but now there's some that have like the shoulders and then the hunk, and then you can use the clay to do whatever you want to the hunk, so the head's not in your way. You know what I mean?
So it's just like a big lump, like a human lump thing, and then you clay everything.
They'll have like the back of the hump of the head, and then like a flat, so you can do the rest.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I didn't
even know. It gives it like a structure. You know what I mean? It's hard for things because they fall over. So it's good to have those because they stand up on their own.
Yeah, I didn't know. I had no idea like how even like where to start.
I'm crazy, man. So I throw that shit out there.
Yeah. So does this all is this stuff like I know our last podcast we talked about mental health. Is this all stuff that helps you with your mental health and with your
absolutely
everything?
Without a doubt. This is I've always been into art, but professionally like 5 years, and yes, there was nothing I would rather be doing. I could also be home with my kids nonstop. There's like no other greater feeling of the world, because I missed out a lot at North Plaza in the beginning with my first 2 kids, because I was working like crazy hours there. I just became like a fresh dad, and as soon as I became a dad, it was time to go to second shift, and you know how kids work, so I only seen the kids when they were sleeping.
Yeah.
But with the mental like fallback, I quit Norplast. I was having a really hard time, and I kind of was talking about mental health, but like I only tell like who I can talk, who I think I could talk to, but it got really, really bad. But I wasn't as vocal at that time as I am now. But I've had a really tough upbringing, and I think maybe with the anxiety, it like took a toll, and I think I kind of blocked it out for so long, and then I crashed. So I think now I'm on the road because of my art and my wife and my kids, back to something great.
Yeah.
If not great, something that's why I'm still here.
So when you crash, that's when you crash. That's when you started doing more.
It's
of the
real,
art.
man. It's real. Like, if you have any type of like dark moods, dark whatever, like even just bring it up to your spouse, your mom, your dad, like your mother, like, or send out like even a text, like just start talking, and then maybe it can lead into that. Like you don't have to like, hey, I haven't got out of bed, I've been crying. Like, you know, like open up, baby steps, because a lot of people that suffer with that, they don't like to be messed with either. So it's like, but I'm telling you, that was the hardest thing for me. But like I said, my when I was younger, it was a little tough. So like I didn't want to talk about nothing. I wouldn't talk about nothing, and that's why.
And that's why I like doing this, bro. You think I don't have mental health? You think I don't have my own problems? I got my own problems too. So that's why I like having these podcasts, because I feel like me having this podcast, I get to talk to a person like you every single week. I talk to somebody else, and I get to open up, and I get to let some of this out instead of getting like a therapy or whatever. I just get to like either get my own stuff off my chest, or maybe hear somebody else's story, promote someone's business, help someone else, have a meaningful conversation. Me and you, like we've already met twice. Like I've known you. We did an event together. So ever since we started this whole podcast journey, we've had some things. Like a lot of people that I know like start following you. A lot of people you know start following me. We ended up having an event together, a Poco Loco event with Vadi and Caro and all them.
That was a good time.
Shout outs. That was beautiful. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys. It was sweet.
Yeah.
So
that kind of stuff right there. Like, and now we're on our second podcast. Who knows where this is gonna lead? You know what I mean? Like life is crazy, man. If we
get people to talk, open up more.
Like this is
great.
Beautiful.
It is good.
It's good to open up. I swear to God, I'm not even lying. I swear to God, I think every single person should have their own podcast, their own platform, their own place to speak their mind, to get out what they want to hear. And maybe they don't have guests. Maybe they just sit down, like say you had a podcast and you just sit down and talk about your art and your things. And you don't have to make it an hour. You can make a 10-minute podcast every week on YouTube. You do every week you can do an episode about your new 1 week. You can do. There's an artist I know that he was on Joe Rogan. He said he does one piece of art every single day. He's like, he sells NFTs and all this and all that.
I know a guy that does that. Yeah. Dean Davis. No, he is badass.
Yeah, that's probably
badass, man. And I see him, and I think he does like almost create a work of art every day.
So let's say
that's some badass shit right there.
So let's say okay, maybe let's say once a month. Once a month you create a piece of art, you sit down with by yourself, and you have your ABM podcast on YouTube, and you talk about that piece of art and you promote it. It don't matter if it's 10 minutes or an hour. Like, you should have a podcast. I should have a podcast, because then you
some damn kids.
Because then you can get out your voice. You can get out.
I'm trying, man. I also don't want to be too
like too much out there.
Too much.
Yeah.
Because I think I can get annoying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to make sure what I do put out there, it is good. Like, I am wild, but like I also like.
Yeah, I do like what you.
I have to like.
Yeah, you're almost like, sometimes you're like, so I mean, I don't know, but like I'm thinking sometimes maybe some people are scared to like say too much or something.
Oh, like I'm blunt.
Are you like a comedian, and like where you can say things that might hurt you and like people might cancel you?
I think that, and then that I have anxiety. I think that's like if I say something like blurt out something or make a weird noise.
Yeah.
I think that like
overthinking, like
that makes me break the ice with like when I'm being goofy and shit.
Yeah. Do you overthink and like do you think people are gonna think this, and do you think people are gonna think that and stuff like that?
Since day one.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm here now, and I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you don't care. But because you help.
I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, because you fight that. You know what I mean?
No, I think because I felt really hard, and maybe like everything can fall into play to create one big fuck fest.
Yeah.
And I think that is more like I was so like I gotta be like this. I gotta make sure I'm always doing that. I can't do this. People are gonna think this.
Yeah.
It's like fuck. Who am I living for? Am I living for them or living for me?
Yeah.
And it can be like all ghetto and shit and say like, oh, they don't pay my bills. It's not about that. It's like more of a like you're clear with your mind.
Yeah.
And you're confident in who you are, and you're like, there's like a vibe where people like it's attracting. You know what I mean? Like people can be own and look fly in anything. It's just confidence is a motherfucker. If you got confidence, you can sell it sounds corny, paper bag to a grocery store or something, you know what I mean? I've seen some people outside and walking around and stuff, and just like their posture and their attitude is like, you know, fuck yeah, you know, right, shit. Wear what you want, do what you want. Like who cares? Like I like that. I like funky shit. And when I see it, I always go like, hey, I like your blue hair or something. And I'm like, I walk away like, they probably think I'm fucking weird. But I like that. I'm like, I see all the color. I see art in everything. And that's maybe how I can throw it up onto a canvas or something.
Yeah, because that's good that you're thinking that, because sometimes you might overthink it and think that someone's like judging you, but you're like, hey, someone says, hey, I like your blue hair, I like your blue hair. You just go with it. What's up? And it ain't nothing. Like, don't overthink it, because then you might think they're judging your blue hair. That's worse.
Right, like
don't ever think that.
I like your hair.
Yeah. Like
very blue.
We've all thought that. Like I've had. Like
you just got a way about it. It's just like that confidence shit.
Yeah.
You got a confidence. Like mullets. Who would ever fucking thought? Like you would get like growing up around my eras. Like it was like gangsters, the preppy ones. It was like everybody was in their own group. You go somewhere now and you got the fucking jocks and the punks, and like everybody is cool with everybody, and that's how it should be. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's sweet. Everybody got their own thing. Could you imagine if me and you sounded alike, talked alike, dressed alike? We'll be not us like that, but like if everybody did that, we'll be some boring motherfuckers. Like you wouldn't know what to expect. You would know what they're gonna say. You know what their reaction's gonna be. Yeah. So when you have that mix, that vibe, it makes life interesting.
I love it, bro. I love that you're like you, bro. That's why you catch my attention. Like I've seen people do art and stuff. Like people do art on my Facebook and stuff, but you catch my attention because you pick your art and you put your glasses on and you put that neon.
I know, man.
And you do this and you put a blue mustache, or I don't know. You know what I mean? You do some crazy shit. You do your photo shoots. Like
I try and make it look good, man, because who else is gonna do it?
Yeah, like you are you, bro.
And that is me. If I wasn't an artist, I still fucking took selfies,
bro.
Like I've always been extra, but like the art was waiting to come.
Yeah,
the art was just the icing on the cake.
And that's beautiful, bro.
To me, I think
it's beautiful because, like, okay, I'm thinking like, I think like me, like, okay, like look at me. I think I gotta work out in the morning. And I wake up at 4:30 and I go work out, and then I clean houses all day, and then I go and do my podcast. To me, I feel like I'm just regular Yogi, right? Right? To me.
Don't think like that, man.
But somebody might feel like, damn, Yogi fucking gets up at 4:30 in the morning.
Right? How's that motherfucker going to working out? He just got off of work at this time, and now he's going to get dressed to go. Like, you know, that's passion to break, like to fit certain shit make it happen.
Of course, like to me, I feel like to you, you might feel like, okay, I gotta take this, I gotta do my art, I gotta take this picture. Like, what am I gonna wear? What picture? You know what I'm saying? Because you're thinking of your art. But when I see your art on Facebook, when I'm scrolling and I see it and I stop and I'm like, damn. This motherfucker crazy. Damn, he got a blue mustache. Damn, he just colored all his hair red. What is he gonna do for the next couple weeks? You know what I mean?
I try and do that. Man, I'm bald, so I ain't got no hair to color. Yeah. When I used to have hair, I used to be fucking sexy as a motherfucker. I used to faux honk it, mohawk it, all that shit. But I lost it when I was younger. But like, I was like, shit, I can grow a beard in 2 fucking days nonstop. I'm like, I'm gonna add some color to that shit. I was like, who else?
You always got color in your beard and shit.
Yeah, I haven't a little bit because I've been keeping it clean. But I like that little color.
Yeah, because you do something different, bro. Like you catch, like when you're scrolling, you make a motherfucker stop, bro. That's all you. The thing is. The thing is, bro, you can keep scrolling. Sometimes it's just the same shit. It's the same shit. But then when you see someone like in some like neon green shit with a crazy ass like Einstein head and like some crazy like Spider-Man shit, you know what I'm saying? You stop and you look and you're like,
I try and like, cause like in my mind, it's like a premiere in my mind.
Yeah.
For my shit because I like to represent it. Like I'm trying to get my work out there.
Yeah.
I just want to, I don't know. I don't even know make it like words to describe it. Make it like a whole ass vibe.
Like a whole new thing.
Yeah, like, oh look, like I did with the scissors. Like, yeah, it's Edward Scissorhand, but I was like, ooh, I gotta be like, being all black, like be suited, you know, and I got those fucking spiky ass red shoes, and then I could be like a little dark and I can have the scissors, like, and then like, dude, I'm fucking putting some work into that shit. I'll be sitting there like, God damn, I gotta do this. I still gotta do that, but it's all worth it when I post it to me.
Yeah.
But maybe some people are like, this motherfucker, but
no, but it don't matter because guess what? There's more people.
But like I said, I just don't give a fuck.
There's more people like me that appreciate it than there is. There's always gonna be a couple negative people. There's gonna be a couple. There's gonna be a couple artists. There's gonna be a couple artists that are gonna be like, his work is not as good as mine.
Oh yeah.
Well, whatever. But people,
I always give props to any artist I see. I even like when I see someone on social media, I add their art page just so I can share it. And like obviously I love art, like so if I have all this community, because I really don't have no one that like that's so I'm doing this as a career, right? I really don't like, and I don't know anybody else that makes art. Like not like that, like I know people on Facebook, but I don't know anybody
personally.
Like people at factory jobs, like you can start talking like that. People at fast food, oh yeah, you know, when I start talking about my art or like something, like I can't have a whole, not me and you, but like say like anything like, so when you have an art, more people who do what you do behind you, it makes you thrive more, I think for me. And support, I love supporting people. Like that's the fucking shit. And everybody got their own taste. You might not like this person's art or this person, but everybody sees something different. So I see everybody.
Yeah, you know why though? Because you're a good ass dude. And you know why? It's another thing. Because people at the top collaborate. People at the bottom compete. So you at the top, homie. You at the fucking top. Maybe you're not a millionaire. Maybe you don't have a lot of money. Maybe you're not shit.
No.
But your mindset.
I think I'm mentally, and I think that would be anything.
Your mindset is at the millionaire mindset. Because
I'm rich, man.
You want to collaborate
I'm
with,
rich in there.
like another artist can come to you and you can collaborate with him and help him out and
for
grow
sure.
something.
I'd always be down
if somebody
for that.
was willing to come to you and say, hey, ABM, let's collaborate, let's do this, let's do a portrait, I'm sure you would because you got that mindset, bro. People at the top collaborate, bro. That's why me and you are sitting together. Because if it was a competition, I don't want him on my podcast because then he'll sell some paintings and then them people won't have enough money to go clean at my business. Like,
I'm so weak.
Like people think everything is a competition. They don't understand that there can be a million podcasts. There can be a million artists. There can be an artist in every damn corner.
I think that takes more.
It's all about you.
I think that takes more energy to wanna be like that or act like that than to be friendly or positive. Because what is even in the point of being cocky? Like if you're not gonna mess with that person, what are you getting out of it?
Nothing.
To have a bad vibe around you,
ruin that whole moment.
Right? Like who are you?
Like who are you?
Who are you?
Yeah, like you're gonna ruin the whole entire moment. Like really, life is all about.
I love it. If I can get a lot of people together, like a lot of artists, or just like a lot of people popping. I think I don't know how to fucking work Facebook because I made like 2 events in the last 2 times and nobody showed up or no one really seen it. So I'm like, oh, no one's coming. They're like, fuck him or whatever. And then I'm like, I post pictures of it. They were like, oh, that's sweet. When was that? And I'm like, I invited you in Snap, so maybe I don't know how to do it right. This is how. But all these artists I've been trying to learn.
Well, let me explain to you how you gotta run Facebook. You can't run Facebook with links and with
I think I did a creative event. I don't even know if that's the right thing.
You can't even do it like that. Like you gotta do it with pictures. You see how they reached out to you after you posted the pictures at the end?
Who?
Okay, so you said after the event was over, you posted pictures, and people commented and they wanted.
Oh yeah.
So you have to create the event with pictures.
Oh, so they see something and not just writing?
Yeah.
No, they didn't see it at all.
Okay, because you created an event like on Facebook event and all this. Don't do that next time. Just take.
I didn't want it public, so I was trying to figure out how I could do it. That's what I'm saying. I was doing it personal private. With artists and like, you know, certain people, like in my mind that are like, they're everybody that's working towards something.
Okay.
Like I had nail people, hair people, tattoo people. Like I wanted like all types of artists down there in my shit. Yeah. And when I posted it, they were like, "Oh, when was this? Da da da. When you gonna have another one?" And
I know, but like, okay, so what I'm trying to get at is, don't do links, don't post YouTube videos, don't do any kind of link, because if you don't put money into it, it won't go. But
oh yeah, for sure.
If me and you take a picture right now, a selfie, take a picture, right, and we put it on there and be like, "What's up, guys? Me and ABM are doing a podcast." We don't even say podcast. There's certain words you can't use either. Me and ABM are in the garage. Take a picture. We just say we're in the garage. That picture is gonna get 100 and something likes, and people are gonna see it. But if I say, "Me and ABM are on Big Yogi's garage. Here's the link, and here's the site," nothing. No one's gonna see it. Only my mom and my wife and my brother and maybe you, because they're gonna send it to you because I said ABM. It's gonna say 4 likes. Ricky, Maricela, my mom, Sandra, my wife, and ABM. It's gonna be 4 likes. That's it.
I'm weak.
No one's gonna see it because I put a link, I put podcast, I wrote this and I wrote that. They know, bro. You gotta trick them. You gotta make your event, right? But you can't put event. You can't put this. You gotta take it like a picture, like just you by yourself. What's up, guys? Meet me at da da da. You got to do it like that. You got to trick them. You got to say, "Thank you guys so much. Wish me happy birthday." If you say, "Wish me help me wish my family happy birthday," every single person on Facebook will see it. Because when you say happy birthday, Facebook shows it to every single one of your friends.
You know secret codes?
No, because I've been promoting stuff on Facebook.
Oh. Well,
you got to use pictures.
I'll get a hold of you next time I'm...
you can't use links. Listen, you can't use links. You can't use... when I promote my podcast, no one sees it. I'll get 1 like, 2 likes. I can promote the whole fucking video. No one sees it. But if I promote tonight, when we promote this picture, when we take a picture tonight, watch. That picture's going to get 100-something likes. I'm going to put, thank you so much, ABM, for coming in and coming on my podcast and talking to me and stuff. We're going to take a picture tonight. Watch. When we leave here, by tomorrow, it's going to be 100-something likes. And everyone's going to know that me and you do a podcast. But Monday, when it comes out, I'm going to put out the YouTube video, and it's going to get 2 likes. And no one's going to know that you were on my podcast Monday. But they're going to know already because we already posted it on Friday. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
you feel
fucking
me?
weak.
No, for real. I'm giving you game.
I appreciate it, man.
This is free game. I usually charge $22.99 plus tax, title, and license fee.
I might have to wash the dishes.
But no, you can have that for free. You guys, if you guys want that, make sure you send that, you know what I'm saying, that $22.99 to ABM's Cash App. It's called abmcashapp.com. You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing.
It's money sign art by Mingo. But anyways.
Yeah, that's the real. Send the money to him, and then he's gonna hook me up.
Show. Always give back.
So what's up? Okay. So when we were talking about this painting right here, you're talking about depression, and you're talking about how you can really feel it and all that. Like, what kind of depression are you talking about? Like, what kind of things has happened? Like, tell me a little bit about it. I can tell you a little bit about mine, but just open it up.
I would say it was a little rough growing up. I would say all around. Shit. It's different talking instead of thinking about it.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know. I think I was...
Why do you feel...
Mentally, like, I don't know, like abused in a lot of ways. Mm-hmm. And I think it really fucked me up. And then I have anxiety and depression on that. Or maybe the depression and anxiety came in time, going through certain things. Mm-hmm. But it got really hard. Like, with my mind would race every day. And then you wouldn't even have to be thinking like bad. You would just feel bad, like for no reason. And then I would say anxiety is the feeling like you stole something and you're walking out, and that feeling of walking out with you have that stolen item in your pocket, and then you're like
almost like guilt.
Yeah, I would say anxiety you feel guilty and nervous, and like it could be paranoid a little bit, like all that feeling. Yeah, is not a good feeling. I think it could take a toll on. Well, it did take a toll on my brain. I was not verbal for the longest time. I cared about what people thought about what I should do or like live, and I think because my body was getting overworked, and my body was shutting down, or my brain was shutting down, like, hey, you need to sit the fuck back and listen. And maybe that listen was listening to myself and not everybody else. Yeah. And it was really bad, man. But I've gotten through it. I think a lot of people can get through it. Like I said, you just have to be vocal, even start like little by little. Like, it killed me, and it still kills me to even like have the smallest argument, fight thing. I can get so worked up certain times where it's like it's crazy, and I think that could be back to growing up, the yelling, the fighting. Like, I go to a place, like I don't know, I either like freak out or like I want to shut it down immediately. But I
get like that too, bro. You're not alone, bro.
I think, I don't want to say worth it, but I really felt really, really hard, like it was about to be clock out. But like I said, my wife and my kid, a little bit after quitting, I lost my house. I lost my job. I lost my house. Just had my son, and our relationship was taking a shit. It just felt like my life was falling apart as it just began, and I was just like it seemed like just get my shit together, and I fell back faster than I got on my feet. So I was like, what the fuck am I doing wrong in my life? I was thinking I'm a good person. I love my kids. You know, I do, like I said, I lived for everybody in my mind like I did. I'm always smiling at everybody, even when they're like a mean ass person or when whatever, like they didn't like me, I would still be nice to them because I didn't want them to be mean to me, if that made sense.
It makes sense.
So like, you know what I mean? just to like block out a conflict. Like smile so we don't have to bring up an issue or like start an issue. But I think I got a hold of it. Life's getting better. And I think there's going to be good things for me and my family in the future because I'm working really hard, and I think this is them behind it also for them, because I'm like, if I'm gonna do it as a career, I gotta be good at it. You know, if you ain't good at it, reality's gonna hit you quick. I think I'm all right with it.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, bro.
Hell yeah.
I'm proud of you, swear to God, bro. You make me tear up just thinking about that.
No, man,
shit.
don't do that, man.
No, because like, I know, like, I can feel it, bro. Like, I really know that you really deep down, like, it's crazy, bro, because I know how it feels, like, I know, bro.
Oh, man, you're all right.
I know.
You're all right, man.
I know. The thing is, I know how it feels, bro, because I've been in prison. Like, they took everything from me, too, you know what I mean? Like, I was doing good at one point, you know? And then, like, boom, FBI comes, they take everything. I go to prison, I lose my whole life, you know? So we've all been there. We've all been depressed. I got
tough, man.
Like, I got different kind of depression. Like, you got, like, you know, you say that you think, you know, sometimes people are talking about you. A lot of that's just self.
I know, and that's really fucked up.
Yeah,
that's
because
why I'm
like,
trying to train my mind. You got to work on your mind. Like, you got to be aware of your energy, your surrounding. Like, you got to really think and separate what you can change and what you can't, and let go.
Yeah.
Or bring it up verbally, and then it's the weight, little by little, taking off.
So when I got out,
could be little things you can do.
So when I got out, I was like thinking, like, I got to get out of jail. I got to clean up my name. Everybody knows I was in the newspaper. I worked at the casino, and then the FBI came and they put me in the newspaper, and I went to jail, and everybody looks at me like I'm, you know, a bad person, you know. So I was like, fuck, I got to change the narrative to me, you know.
Well,
like,
you're inside talking then.
Yeah, because you think, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, who deep down
anybody can tell you, like, say your ma, change this and that, and you're like, I'm fucking do what I want, but you won't change unless you, like, physically, because no one moves your body for you. No one can make you do something. So if you're doing it, that is your own willpower.
Like, so many people can tell you what to do. So many people tell you what to do, but we really got to do what we got to do.
That's what I'm thinking, right?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be this. You're supposed to be doing that. I'm fucking trying.
Like, how many people told you you're a good artist and you should do art and all that before you actually did it, right?
A while. A long time.
Yeah, like, people are like, that's your thing. You should really do it, you know?
It's funny. My sister, Selena, I told her I was joking around with her. I said, man, I don't know what grade she was in, but she drew Cameron Diaz.
Yeah.
Big as fuck. Like, like, it's as big as that poster. And then, like, it was in her room for a long ass time, and I went to my mom's for something, and she lived in St. Louis. So I was like, well, shit, I'll keep it. I can put it in my gallery or something. Like, I got a little bit of something, like, everybody's little craft. I got it in my gallery. And I said, when we moved to North Carolina coming up, I'm gonna have my spot. And I got, like, a little area of my family, all their little, my brother made, like, a epoxy cup. You know, I got my little kids crafts. My nephew made, like, a little plastic something. And here, Uncle Mingo, like, I kept that shit.
Yeah, that's dope. That shit. That's sweet. So you got, like, their little spot for them. You're gonna have a little spot for them. That's awesome. That's, hey, so, okay, so we talked about our depression. We talked about that. Like, I don't even want to cry and shit. But like, I know we all been through this shit, right?
It's just how everybody handles it. Some people are champs, and some people, they clock out. And
so, like, what, like,
it could have been something different they could have done.
So what, like, how did you even break out of it, bro? Like, I mean, I know we still got those thoughts. You know what I mean? We
going to the doctor.
Huh? The doctor, medication.
I did.
Yeah.
But
there's certain.
I was also like a heavy ass drinker, but it's I don't know what you call it, hereditary.
Yeah.
Or, anyways,
you were a heavy drinker because
they were heavy drinkers, like, and then
so
maybe growing up,
it's like a product of your environment.
Yeah, I was like,
it's not her. It's not in your blood.
When we was kids, the mom or dad used to take us to go kick it. Yeah. So you're over there chilling on the floor, and all you see is, like, so you're like, it's mentally like locking in like a
product of your environment.
So it becomes natural as you get older to become natural.
Of course. It's just like people that grew up in the hood, all their dads sell drugs. When they grow up, they sell drugs.
You scream and be violent to your kid. It's going to be natural to scream and be violent to your kid. You know what I mean? Yeah. And when I came back, I can still be me, but I think I have changed like 80%. Like, I think I'm a better husband, a better father, a nicer person, maybe. I mean, I don't know, just a few things. And I'm trying like a motherfucker. I think I have a different outlook, because if you don't have a positive outlook, what the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, seriously. And you can create your own world, and it could benefit you.
Yeah.
In if it's positive, in a positive way.
So okay, tell me a little bit about that. I never even I didn't even know we were gonna talk about this, but you can create your own world.
Yeah.
Like, one day you weren't Mingo, you weren't.
I smoke. I'm an artist, but it's not. It's not.
So one day you were Domingo Herrera, right?
Yeah.
And you did.
I was at
Yeah.
I was at Norplast,
and you were Domingo Herrera, and then one day.
Nobody. Am I gonna be playing with these bumpers my whole life with managers breathing down my neck?
And then one day you wanted to just, like, you already had art.
I was not happy. And maybe the artist was like knocking on my door, like, because when I say I've always loved art, like, I didn't do too well in school, but I was A++ in fucking art. And like, everybody used to be like, oh, like, when the classmates, they were like, they would want me to do their work for them. You know what I mean? Like, you cheat off people. They would want me, like, draw this for me. Do this. I was like,
draw this.
No. I'd be like, draw your own. I was like, you can do it. They didn't want it. They wanted me to do it.
Yeah.
And I used to be really hardcore, but I think I was like, with the South End, I did this video in front of the Jose Martinez Memorial. When I was younger, I grew up in the South End. And I used to walk over to that building, and I used to take art classes in like '97.
Oh, okay.
On Broadway. And then
Jose Martinez thing? Yeah.
He used to date my aunt, Patricia.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Jose Martinez?
Yeah. And I my second wife is her that's her uncle. Yeah.
There's so many.
They're all from the South End.
It's all over. It's great though, man.
But yeah, that's awesome. Like, he passed away and stuff at the hospital.
Oh, was we talking about our own worlds too? Were we still talking about that?
Huh?
Were we still talking about that?
About our own worlds? Yeah.
Oh, I just got lost for a second.
No, it's okay. Cause like the thing is, like,
because I was not happy at Norplast. It could have been everything, but like I said, it could have been the art knocking on my door. But I didn't know that. But it was scary, man. I was scared. I remember getting ready for work one day. It was like leading up. I was getting up for work one day, and I was just sitting there, and I started like crying in the shower. And I didn't want to. It was like I didn't want to kill myself, but I knew I didn't want to do it anymore. And I was thinking, like, what the fuck? Like, my brain, it felt like, to me, like it was weak, like it was gonna explode. Like it was like a car running on no gas, and it's about to like roll into it. It's about to stop. And I was like, something not fucking right. Something's gotta. I gotta be here for my kids. How could I, if anything ever was to happen? What would that make them feel like for the rest of their life if I did something. It would always be a what if, and like why me, and like I could never imagine, even if I wasn't here, them to think like that. But like I said, it wasn't like I wanted to do that. I just didn't want to be here anymore. I just wanted to stop.
Like okay, now that I remember the question.
Little by little, the art came.
Yeah, I asked you. This is what I
I
asked you. I forgot the question. The question was, I asked you, how did you become from Domingo Herrera to ABM? Like, like all that. You just said all
really
that
overnight.
But
it was my wife got some paint and canvas at home, and we were gonna drink and paint, and she always would say that, and I was no, I ain't got time. No, like, because I was in a funk and I didn't want to do it, or I didn't even think about it because I was sad. So she got it one night, and it was just like, maybe it was that wet paint gliding, or like it going from white to like done. It like, I was like, oh shit, something. And then I swear to God, every day I would paint up, but I started off, these are little, but I was carrying shit. I got bigger pieces. But I started off with pieces like this size, but I would paint like 2 a day, and I would post them on Instagram. They're still there, and they probably look like shit. But I was like, I didn't even think about it, but I did that, and then now I'm stepping back. It's taking more time and putting more passion, more thought, detail, more like present.
I can tell you put more thought into all of it.
So I think this isn't my final form.
No, hell no.
No, I'm serious, because I'm moving to North Carolina in like 2 years. So I'm about to see what
it's
ABM
gonna be a whole different like
have to offer over there.
How did you even come up with the ABM? Like
Art by Mingo.
I know that, but I'm saying like
the name.
Like Mingo, like you already had that Domingo, so Mingo was already your nickname.
Yeah, they always call me Mingo.
Okay, so but I'm saying like you turned into like an avatar. That's what I was trying to get at.
I do. I like
at one moment you were like a regular person, and then you turned into this art. I'm an artist. I'm an I'm a new person.
5 years till now, but yeah.
So like me, like one day I was just like this fat guy, and one day I'm like. This new workout, you know. Now, I went in. My first video was like, I'm gonna start working out every single day, and I'm gonna be fitness. And everybody's like,
hey, but that even motivates yourself, because you're like,
know.
oh, look what the fuck I look like on the video. So now next time I gotta do this.
I wasn't doing it for no one else.
I know.
I'm doing all this just like you said. You sat here. You said
I did. This was.
You said I drew this like for me.
I did. Even when I started, I was just painting. That shit was in my damn sunroom. Like, I did like art things, and I was like, I started painting, and then I'm like, oh shit, they're all on the floor. Now I gotta hang them up, and then like, I'm like, now I gotta paint everything white. Like, it was like a
you
domino
did this for yourself. Like, this is like what your thoughts were, right? And then now, like, now it's art, but this is like, this came out of your heart.
I usually tell my wife when I do it, before I do it, like, hey. Or before it's done, and she'll be like, she'll be looking like, what the fuck? But I'll be like, no, it ain't done yet. Or when I describe like something to before it's done, she'll be just staring at me. So she'll be like, I'm sorry, I just can't get it yet. But then when it's done, she'll be like, oh, like she'll love it. So I'm like, okay. So I'll be always little, you know, even if she said something, I'll still wouldn't care. I'll still like it anyways. But like, I care what she says.
Yeah.
And like if I'll read her face, I'm like, what's wrong with it? But it's good.
That's good though, because you know that's your wife. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to do that with everybody.
Oh, no, I really don't care. Like, you
take
like it?
That,
no?
You take that criticism from your wife because that's your wife, and that means something to you. Right. And you know her, and you know her facial, and you can look at her when she looks at it.
You already know what she's saying,
and you're like, okay, what's wrong with it? I seen that little smirk in the beginning, even though you said it was a good job. I seen that little smirk, because when you show somebody something, they'll have that like, oh, like, you know what I mean? You can tell right away.
I used to call her down because I do my shit in the basement.
Yeah,
I used to call her down a lot, like several times a day, because I said I used to do one at a time or one a day, kind of, and then I was breaking it apart. So I would call her down. But then I was thinking I was calling her down a lot. She's probably like, God damn, show me when the shit's done. Like, but like, I think she likes it. But I'm always doing this. So I'm like, she'll see it when it's done. Surprise her.
Yeah. So like, your art, is that a good coping mechanism for your therapy?
Very,
your
very,
depression
very.
and all that stuff?
It's like I go into another world. Like, it's like I get calm, if that's what I'm trying to say. I get calm, I get relaxed, I get excited. I can get frustrated if it's not working out. But I'm training myself. Like, I didn't even like painting when I worked at a place called Young Artist at Work. And it was under the high level. I think it was like 2000, 2001. Maybe I was under there. And I was a drawer. I love to draw. And they didn't have a drawing section. They had painter, sculptor, so on and so forth. And that's what they threw me at. And so I was painting. I'm like, I don't even know how to fucking paint. Like, because I'm used to a pencil and I can erase. I'm like, the fuck? Now I got to take it off. How am I going to get that paint off there? Like, but I was in a wound up, anxiety ass young person. So I was probably like, oh my God. So, but I trained it myself a lot. And I guess maybe that's why I'm more of a painter instead of a drawer now, because of that little Young Artist at Work and then the art museum era.
That's awesome. So what do you do when that happens? You just let the paint dry and then you can paint over it?
It depends on like what type of, because if you
Acrylic,
spray paint, like it depends on if it's thick, how long how long shit takes to dry and settle. But I found out less is more now, and I'm learning different techniques. So you don't have to have that much paint on it, and then always have a little bit of water, and you can layer colors. Because that's probably what confuses people, is when you take a color, like say just any dark red, and then add a brown on it, they don't know how to make that shade or that shape of what they're doing. But once it's like, say you do the brown and it's dry, and then you have just a light bit of red, it adds that reddish brown, not on top, like a piece of tape on a piece of paper or something. It adds like transparent.
Almost
tint.
like a different color. Yeah. Okay. That's like almost like when you add like a red and a this, and it creates.
And I didn't even know that until fucking.
I
was probably like 3 years ago. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Everything I do is like, and I find it best if I do my own work. Because I tried like I like the Edward Scissorhands this and that, but that's like a sculpture. It's not like me drawing it or painting it. So I like that, but I like to do my own work. I'm more of a abstract, funky guy, but I also like to try and challenge myself to do other stuff.
Yeah, so
but I'm more abstract.
This is more of a challenge for you, because
it was challenge, and in my mind I had to do him justice, because he is an artist and it's someone who I
admire. Yeah. So he looks pretty good,
and his backstory is really good.
Yeah. But you're not like professional, like
no. And then
so you
abstract.
had to do it your own style and your stuff.
Like,
right?
this is like realistic, but it's also abstract.
Oh,
like, you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I
it's like 3D.
Yeah, I wanted certain parts to pop out.
Yeah. So you can actually touch it and feel like parts of it.
Yeah, I always tell people down when they come down, like, you can pick it up, you can touch it if you want.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I love it. I'm always trying to get people to come check out the gallery I have a home gallery and studio at my house, so hit me up whenever. My basement, it's my studio and gallery, and my laundry room and workout room. Yeah,
we're gonna put like the can we put like the address or something, like or like a link or something?
I'll have a link on my Facebook
on this video. We'll put a link on this video too. We got to make sure we let them know, like,
just because it's my home address.
Yeah. We can't put the.
But home. if you give me a shout out, message me. I'll be glad to give you my address.
Yeah, of course. Like, they can reach out to you, and then
I'm starting from the bottom, people.
Yeah, you got to, man. That's the way it is. Like, that's like I said, when I got out of prison, I didn't have 20 houses from the day. We had to start this business from one house. We cleaned one. Like, well, my mom had a few houses.
And people have to see your work.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? If you're like, oh, I clean houses, they're like, fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But like, if you're like, hey, I clean houses, this is what I do.
Yeah.
People like, oh shit, he's serious.
Yeah, he's
like,
really cleaning houses.
People always want to see your work.
Of course. I got hundreds of houses now.
Right? Because no one's just gonna be like, oh, he does rough. Okay, rip my shit off and do it.
Yeah.
You gotta do a background check with
Hey,
that
a
shit.
lot of people think like, oh yeah, Yogi, bro. I got a whole calendar. Like
Your schedule?
My schedule for the whole month is full for 2 teams every day.
You go
And
in vans?
Yeah, no, just my car. I got that little white car outside.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, you don't need much to clean up. Like a brand new doctor's house, you don't need much. It's a doctor. He works 90 to 100 hours a week.
Right.
It's like
His house is sterile.
Bro, the whole house is clean. We don't even know what we're there for sometimes.
Right. You
go in there, you're like, you go look around, you're like, he's gonna pay us $200 to clean this house for what?
But he didn't want to watch you.
We still clean the whole house. Like we clean all countertops, all bathrooms.
Right. I'll be
all
just sitting, I'll
kitchens,
throw my fucking
vacuum
iPod, my
mop.
iPods,
Yeah.
whatever those AirPods.
Yeah. That's
Whatever,
what we do,
get down,
bro.
shoot.
I take videos of people's nice ass yards and shit, and who cares? It's fun. I have a great job because listen, I wake up in the morning, I go work out, and then I go clean houses. I go from one rich person's, a rich ass person's house to another rich ass person's house to another rich ass person's house. And all through there, I'm going through Sylvania and going watching the flowers and the birds, and I'm driving to Maumee and I'm driving to Perrysburg. And then at the end, I might have a rental property on the east side. So it might be a little bit, bad at the end of the night, but I'm cleaning a bunch of nice ass houses all day. It gives you dreams and aspirations.
Oh, for sure. I've worked with my brother at a moving company, so we've seen some people, that are really well off, and I just go in there, I'm like, oh my God. Even their damn bedroom and bathroom, who can say it's a fucking bedroom and bath? No. They are bedroom and fucking bathrooms.
It's like a whole house, bro.
Like a hotel in their room, and they're it's not yesterday's his and hers closet,
bro.
It's a different game now,
dude. I clean houses that the main bedroom and the bathroom is bigger than my whole entire apartment. I swear to God, I'm not even lying to you. I clean houses with basketball courts, full court basketball courts in the basement. I swear to God, I'm not lying. Big ass mansions, you don't even think they're that big, and you walk inside
they
and
got levels,
10-foot ceilings, and then you go in the basement and there's a basketball court and a full gym, and you're like, damn, man. And you're like, damn.
It is goals, and I'm not really. I think I died down. I do love nice things, but I don't think I'm gonna need a lot.
Me neither.
I would just say I want my shit modern as fuck.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. And when I say modern as fuck, I mean all natural, Alexa, the blinds when you fucking you know what I mean? My house might be small, but that bitch gonna be bad as fuck, I can tell you.
So
North Carolina about to look real ABM-ish.
All the electronics, all the cool stuff, some LED lights, some neon shit.
And then it ain't gonna be that huge, so that bitch is always gonna be warm. It's always gonna be cool. It ain't gonna take much.
Hold on, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go you're gonna do a tiny house thing or no?
Not a tiny house, but I'm just saying I know it's more expensive there than Toledo. So I would say.
And why are you moving? Toledo's not that popping no more?
No. I love Toledo, and I could always come back, but I think with some of the things we talked about earlier, the mental health and this and that, I think we need a fresh start. And then, it's just not to get away from anybody. It's just the world is different, and I'm not getting any younger, and I can travel with my doing this, and my wife is going to be graduating nursing school, so she can hospital. So I'm and we'll be able to have more means soon. So I think, and then they have a better art district there in North Carolina. Okay. So I think it'd be a little bit more established in that area so I can thrive more
Yeah.
in a more community that's gonna be better for me. And like I said, I love nature and everything like that. And North Carolina is very scenic.
Yeah, will you still be promoting the art here in Toledo and be able to ship it to Toledo and stuff like that?
And I plan on mingling with North Carolina to Toledo, like trying to do shit, and then balance them.
Let's say I was going to Florida and I can just stop by.
Do shit.
Like, let's say I'm going to Florida for a vacation. Can I just stop by North Carolina and do a podcast on my way down?
You sure can.
Okay.
You better too.
You're like, we got this on video. We got this on video. Like, hold up. Well, you going on vacation? Where? Nah, yeah, but we got to do that kind of stuff because, like, we got to grow, bro. We got to keep
I'm excited,
growing.
man. And it's a different, like, this is different. I'm just not happy in a factory or anything. My passion and my all is this, so that's why I'm so on it. So like, I'm really fucking.
I know you are in it. I know this is your passion because I see you putting.
And in my mind, like I got so many future ideas that I don't know how to plan it out yet. Like I got the visual in my head, but how do I put it? Put it down.
Yeah.
But it's coming. It's coming.
For sure.
Like I like the heads. I like different shit. I like different things, and it's a different feeling when you go into someone's house, and they have a piece of your artwork. That's trippy to me. I forget a lot, so like my aunt hosts a family reunion, and she's a really artsy, and she's a big what do you call it?
A collector, art collector.
That, but she like. Really helps me try to help me
supporter,
with the art.
Like a supporter.
She's a very, I sound dumb. Yeah. She is very supportive.
You couldn't get the word out. But you knew what you're talking about.
I really love her.
Yeah, she's a great supporter to you.
She is great. She's always, and it's not, and it's genuine.
Yeah, she don't
Everybody
want it for
can say
free.
that about
She's
their
willing
aunt.
she's willing to pay
like
every
she's
time.
even like throwing like, she even helped me get in touch with Anita Lopez, who's the auditor for City of Toledo.
Okay, that's
so
awesome.
I had a little private ABM show at her house, but my Aunt Donna grew up with her, and they made it happen.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
Thanks, Anita Lopez and Donna Ramirez.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Yeah, that's awesome. Cause like them supporters, you need that. Like people's like on your team, even if it's your aunt or your uncle or whatever,
and it don't even take nothing to support
someone. Bro.
Nothing. Even and it's. Like back to like social media, even a share.
Yeah.
Like I think people share more dumb shit than they do like someone like congratulating or getting a promotion or like you know what I mean, they're getting whatever, but it's not like a nasty ass meme. Like that shit's all funny. I post shit all day like that. But I also hell yeah, he fucking got an award for whatever cleaner. Hell yeah. Oh look, she did this makeup artist for such and such in LA, like you know what I mean?
Of course.
That's fucking.
It's only one
shit.
button, bro.
And like when you're growing up, who thinks of like doing stuff like that? Who thinks of they can do something like that? When you hear, and it sounds corny, but they're like, you follow your dream. This, it's a dream, but it's becoming reality because I am making it happen.
Yeah.
But I would love a helping hand.
Yeah.
Like seriously, like if I had someone.
So I mean, how important is that? Like, it's so important. Like community,
networking,
like people helping us, all this stuff.
We can all benefit from everybody. Everybody needs a haircut.
Yeah.
Someone always wants a tattoo. Someone always wants to like sell a product.
Yeah.
Podcasters, like you know what I mean. We all, if we network, we all can build off each other and like make up. Even if it's just Toledo who did that, who knows what the fuck could happen with that? Look at these rappers that are getting known. These videographers, getting attention. That's sweet. My cousin Salvador, he does shit like that. You know what I mean? And he's young. You know what I mean? I'm 36 now. If I didn't stop this shit, maybe. It could be a little different right now, but maybe it wouldn't. Maybe it wouldn't.
Yeah, I want to get them guys on. Nate and all them dudes, they're all on
They just did Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa's concert at the Huntington Center.
No, that's sweet.
That was badass.
Yeah, I put that on. I seen all that shit. That's dope, man. I want to get them on the podcast, but the way that I got it set up, I only have one podcast a week, so, and I got a bunch of guests, and
just
I'm gonna get them. I already
just shoot it out there, and then if you're coming close back to whoever again, hey. Remember what we talked about?
Yeah, I messaged them and I said, hey, whenever they're ready, just send me a date and then I'll meet them and do an interview. Even if I got to get a couple more microphones and all that. Because, like, right now I only got, like, this microphone, me and you know what I mean?
And Broke Angel.
Yeah. So, like.
You've seen all his shit, right?
He's doing all them shirts. Yeah, he got all kinds of shit.
Them clothing is fire.
I want to get him back on there, too. I went to his house the other day.
I did too. Well, not the other day, but I went to his basement.
Oh, you did?
He show you.
Oh yeah.
Dude, look, he's grinding, man. He got his kids. Like I like that shit.
Dude, dope, bro, huh?
Yeah, he showed me all the shit.
Oh, you went there?
Yeah, and
so how did you even get a hold of her? Like you seen him on my podcast?
I think he got a hold of me and wanted to talk about a piece.
Yeah.
And then we just started.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome,
going from there, and then I seen whatever, and then he was like, oh. I snagged a few shirts and I took my corny ass, took a picture and he posted it a few times.
That's
I'm like,
awesome, yeah. That's how we gotta do it.
And then look at all them, look at all everybody wearing them clothes. You know what I mean?
Bro, I see his clothes everywhere, bro.
And you gotta think, how does he feel? He sees people on their Facebook or
bro.
like just do whatever, and they got his.
I'm gonna do it when I get my own podcast. When I get my own office, I'm gonna promote his clothing line on my background. Somewhere, like I'm gonna put it like permanent, cause he's gonna help me promote.
I need to get some shorts.
Yeah,
shorts is looking.
He's gonna help me, sponsor my podcast, and I'm gonna help him sponsor like a positive thing in Toledo. Even though his clothing line is low life clothing and stuff, but he's such a good hard worker, bro.
Oh yeah, and like everybody is has their own style now.
Of course.
It ain't just like. Oh, he's Nike, he's Tommy, this and that. A lot of people are either like not having something or they want an original.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to wear a big brand anymore. You know what I mean? Big box. They pay him high prices for that shit.
I'm promoting him all the way. He's a good dude with me. He takes care of me, bro.
And I grew up with him. I mean,
you did?
He's a little younger. More of his dad, my cousin. Seeger.
Oh,
shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went to his basement. I said, how you know him? He said, that's my dad. I said, shut the fuck up. I was like, we used to like hang out with him and, drink with him. But he's younger, so maybe he wasn't there. But we used to go over there all the time. He got a lot of brothers, so I was like, he was probably in Pampers when I was over there.
Bro, that's awesome, bro. That's awesome. I love that shit, bro. Because he's a good ass dude. And then when I went over there and I was going on vacation, you know what I mean? I was like, me and my wife want to get an outfit, And I wanted to buy it, and he's like, "No."
Oh, I seen you guys were. Where were you going?
We went to Myrtle Beach and all that. And we rocked his outfits. We did like a whole day and a half, in all his clothes. We did all of our stories, and a lot of people seen, like thousands of people seen all his brand and all that.
Sweatpants season's coming up.
Yeah, make sure you get some sweatpants. Yeah, because I was telling him like. I was gonna buy the clothes, and he just gave me like a couple outfits for free. He said, "Yogi, I know that you're a good ass dude, and you
who in the hell does
shit."
that shit?
Like that goes to show me like he's a good ass dude, man. Because most people are like, I went there with the money to go buy my outfits, and he's like, "No, Yogi, because I know how you promote. You always promote my shit."
And that kind of is like paying in itself.
Of course, he gave me like
because you gotta think who's seeing that. Who's liking that, and if they like what he's doing, how do I get a hold of him? And then you tag him or you do that, and then they,
Not only that, like
keeps coming.
If anybody really knew how hard he fucking worked for all those shirts, he's not buying those shirts made already.
Oh, I know he's making.
He's actually tie-dyeing all of them.
Oh, he told. I see his story, man.
Like, it's crazy, bro.
I see his grind.
That's crazy.
His keychains, his sticker, like you know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, bro. So like, how like. I was gonna ask you some questions, but I don't even know where I'm at. The importance of support. Okay. So we already talked about that, like the importance of support in the community.
Now tips for artists?
Yeah, like I wanted to ask you like some tips for like artists, like people that are like still stuck in the process, like they haven't created their ABM, they haven't created their thing. They still like they're still drawing on that little thing, but they have it, bro. They know they want it. They don't want to work at that factory. They want to become somebody. Like, what the fuck? What's that first step? How do they get out of that shit?
I would say you just have to dive in it. You have to go.
What do you tell your mind though? Like your mind's telling you everyone's judging you. What do you tell your mind?
You gotta block it. You gotta shut it down. You gotta shut it off like a light switch. It's all in your head. Like it's like a constant power, like a something running. You gotta unplug that bitch, or it's just gonna keep running off.
But
you know
how?
I mean?
Like, okay,
you gotta work on it.
Do you believe in like thinking about right? Like, cause me, okay, let me explain to you how I believe. I believe in like if you start thinking too much about what people are gonna think, or if you start thinking about too much about what people will think about you already, then you fucking drive yourself crazy. So I think about right now, this second, right? This moment only. This moment only right here, right now, me and you. Are we having a great time?
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah, huh? We're having a great time, bro. It's me and you, and there's nothing else that exists besides this moment. Like everything else that happened before us, like before we walked in the door, like when when I was out there with that guy I was drinking some drink. That doesn't exist anymore. The moment I leave here and I go home, and that doesn't exist either. The only moment that exists is this moment right here.
And life is not promised. I think, like I said, I was back at my factory job, and I was thinking like I could not see myself retiring. Like I don't know if it was the older ones, like, oh my god, like complaining this and that, and I'm thinking, oh fuck, is that gonna be me? Mm-hmm. Like, is that what I want? Is that what and it could be a lot of fucking hours too. And I'm thinking like, it's kind of like prison. Yeah. It's like you're in, and it was hot as fuck. Hot. You were there, bitch.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Hot
and then they give you those damn Easy Pops.
Yeah, they give you like a little thing to put over your shoulder.
Cool snap rags.
Yeah.
Nothing.
They're like, here you go.
Right.
And they give you a Gatorade like once a week and shit.
But they took the Gatorade away because it was making a mess. And then we just had water. And then I think they took I don't know, they took something else away. They took the air away.
They took the little air conditioners. They used to have air conditioners.
I left there, but when I left my job, I was not thinking about my art at all. I was thinking about myself because I was falling, and I was thinking like everything, wife, kids, like we talked about earlier. So I'm like, I gotta fucking get myself together before I can hold anything else down. If who's gonna hold me down? You know what I mean? What I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
If I'm not good. I can't help anybody else if I can't help myself. If I don't love myself, I can't love anybody, truly. And I think I'm truly finally being able to like genuinely.
Of course, bro.
Telling you, I'm different now.
Bro,
it was scary. I was scared.
You want me to tell you something? If you don't start loving your not me and you,
I did. I had to.
Like we're already doing it, but like this person right there.
Like how you gotta take care of eating and shit. You gotta take care of your brain.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you don't start loving yourself and start focusing on yourself, like me and like ABM, like he has so many doubts. I had so many doubts. We both, like, the way we're explaining things, we both had so many doubts about ourselves. But until the moment that we actually start worrying about ourselves, that's what you just said, and me too. The moment I start worrying about myself and producing the best product I am, the best version of myself, that's when I start being happy. That's it.
And when you start taking care of yourself, you start feeling better. Like I'm telling you,
it's so much easier. Like
it's everything. You just have to give yourself. You have to work also. Like I get it. Like I fucking get it. Like it is hard, but like I said, if you can't do it yourself, no one can do it. Like I said, when I was at my hardest, I went to the doctors. I was telling them they got a chart. what's wrong with you? What's wrong? Da, da, da. I was going through this, and they said I had bipolar depression. And I said, okay. So I went there, and I started taking my medication. And I was a heavy drinker at the time, and I had to stop drinking because the medication was not working. So I was kind of like, oh, you wanna help yourself, but like, you can't drink on the medication and it's not gonna work. So you're still doing it. So you kind of like, so you're not wanting to help yourself. What do you want more? You want to be happy, or you want to like have a mood feeling for a limited
like
time?
Numb yourself.
And then you're gonna feel like more like shit the next day, and it's just gonna like build on to create a more fuck fest.
Yeah.
But
because then you have that negativity, that voice against, oh my God, like you did something wrong. Or like,
I have so many views of the world. I used to be like really, really scared and timid and this and that, but I'm coming for it all.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna waste my fucking life, and then I'm gonna think back, shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Of course, bro.
And it's gonna be,
of course, bro.
You know what I mean? And maybe my kids might be proud of me for this.
Listen to this right here. I've did a bunch of podcasts. Like I told you, this is episode like 57 or 56 or something. Guess what? There's been a bunch of people that still, like, they're our age or my age, 43, and they still talk about their little rap career when they were 16, 17. They still, like, they're 43, and that's like, because they didn't get to do their passion. You know what I mean? They didn't, like, they had to give up on it because social media wasn't around.
That's a thing. A lot of people are like, oh, I can do it, but I'm gonna do it when I'm ready, or I'm gonna do it. Like, you gotta fucking do it.
Time goes like this.
And then exactly, it's kind of scary. But like, and then like, practice makes perfect, or strive to be
you gotta
better.
put them 1,000 hours.
So you know what I mean? Like I didn't know. I was more of a drawer. So like I said, I was painting. The more fuck ups I did, the more it was locking down. Don't do that next time, Mingo. Remember what you fucked up last time, Mingo. Remember that beautiful piece you did, and then you couldn't come back from it. You fucked up. So it's
you
good
fucking
now.
learn, bro. You learn, and then
and things are becoming like easier, and then I can find more ways to like faster, I guess. I don't know.
How do you think? Like I got out of prison and I started a cleaning company. I wanted to call it Toledo's Best Cleaning. Do you think the first day I cleaned the house, I was Toledo's Best Cleaning?
Hell no.
Do you think so? No. I invented that. I created Toledo's Best Cleaning. This podcast, I'm starting a podcast, Big Yogi'Z Garage. It was in my living room, and then the second episode was in my car. The third episode was in a hotel, or you know what I mean?
I've been following you, man.
Like, you gotta start somewhere, and you gotta just break out of that depression, break out of that mode, break out of that
like
old you.
Like,
people love us.
I hope so.
People love everyone.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you have a passion, not even just a passion, just like a positive outlook, because negative energy spreads negative energy, and positive is positive. So if you got a whole bunch of motherfuckers that are whining all the time in a badass mood, it just soaks. Everybody's like a sponge. It's just gonna fucking, one bad apple goes to the next. It's just gonna spoil everybody.
Yep.
You gotta, like, I don't know. I know life's not.
No, but what you're saying
really could be happy and great all the time, but it's like, it don't have to be how it is. With people making it more
exactly what you're saying. If you just have a great attitude,
and you can build your own world.
Yeah,
you block the negative.
You show people too, and people start
having on your path.
Attitude.
Like I'm going on my path. I'm leaving what I knew away.
Yeah, you left that old person, and you created a whole new person,
I lived in Toledo,
life,
36.
avatar. Like hold it.
I've never lived anywhere else my whole life, and I have just ventured out to different states, and within the last 5 years than I have in my whole life.
That's awesome.
So I'm ready to live, man.
Oh man, I get up at 4:30 in the morning, so I'm getting a little tired. But man, I'm sorry for yawning.
Oh
and stuff
no,
like that.
man, you're good.
So
it was a good time.
So I want to reflect on the podcast. I want to so we talked about your art. We talked about mental health. You know what I mean? Is there anything like in like mental health? Is there anything like any tips that you give people like? like people that are really struggling with mental health, maybe like maybe be creative, or you know what I mean? Like, what is like one thing that you tell people? Like, let's say I had mental health issues and I came to you, ABM, I need like something to do, or what should I work on to work on my mental health?
I would say step back a little bit, see what's really important around you, what's going on, and where you want to go. Mm-hmm. And just focus on that. And I think the rest will come into play, but you got to focus on it. Like, you got to do the damn work.
Yeah, you can't half-ass it.
No, I'm serious. Well, it's not going to come. And then you'll be like, I already fucking tried that. Yeah. It's not going to work. Or, no, oh, why would I do that? I failed last time. Yeah. I don't care anymore. Yeah. Like, it's going to be some steps.
You got to put them 1,000 hours in.
I also would like to say nature is a really good thing. Go for a walk in the park. Mm-hmm. Nobody says you have to go jogging, running. Just go, even if it's by yourself, or take your dog, so you don't have like someone like, oh, what the hell are you going to the park for? You feeling sad? Mm-hmm. Just like anything. And you believe it or not, being around like enclosed nature, like we're surrounded by cement and you know, all the other crazy stuff. So when you're out there, you know, you just see like quiet, you see like a random deer just eating silently. You're going on a path, you might see like a bunny, like look at how they're living peacefully without any something. So I'm like, that's peace in itself.
Yeah, that brings
up your water. You have to get all your toxins and all that crap you eat and drink to keep it going, keep it flushed out. You eat crappy, you're gonna feel crappy, and that can be a layer onto someone who's depressed. That can be, you know, it can lead to overweight, or like, you know, just like health problems. Like it could be depressed because of that. But like, unless you take steps, and then exercise, maybe. I haven't exercised in a while, as you can tell, but I was doing really good for a while, a couple years ago, and I would get home like I had a Red Bull or something. It was like I don't know, I felt light, I felt good, I felt like taking on the day. So I would say, go for a walk, down a bottle of water, and
get some exercise.
Get some exercise. Yeah. Just stretch. Yeah. I like to stretch and say exercise.
Sure. Yeah, that's awesome. That's
ABM loves you guys.
Yeah. Is there anything, any podcast, anything? I mean, not podcast. Any like upcoming events that you got coming up or anything?
Yes, I have 2 upcoming events right now. I have one on Broadway. It's going to be the Barrio Latino Art Festival, which is going to be Saturday, August 12th, from 3 to midnight. And then I'm going to be at an art festival in Hidden Lake Campground, September 12th. At 12 p.m. So I got 2 festivals, and I'll be posting them on my art page so you guys can check it out.
Yeah, we're going to post them on the page, and then maybe if there's flyers available, we can put them on a podcast or something like that.
Sure, for sure.
Or I'll share it too on my stuff. And so I thank you, man. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast, man. I appreciate you so much.
No problem.
This was a short notice. I appreciate you coming on, man, and I appreciate you always being there for me.
When I say I'm gonna be there, I'm coming.
Yeah, and you're always like sharing my stuff, man. I love that. Thank you so much. And I always try to share more of your stuff. I'm always slammed and stuff.
Dude, I love being here. You're great. I love watching your videos, and we're here to grow.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for watching Big Yogi's Garage. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Check out, guys.